The Patriots improved to 5-0 with a 33-7 romp over the winless Washington Redskins. Mike Petraglia alongside Evan Lazar here at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The takeaways from this game: it was not pretty in the first half. The Patriots really tripped all over themselves. The run game was really nowhere to be seen.
Only ran the ball 7 times in the first half.
That is a remarkable number.
Tom Brady set
go ahead.
Career high for pass attempts in a half in the first half today. At 31 pass attempts in the first half is a career record for him.
And then the first drive of the second half, Evan Lazar, it was all Sony Michel and then Brandon Bolden with the run before his touchdown reception from Tom Brady. But really, the attitude of the Patriots offense changed with that first drive of the second half.
Yeah, so a lot of the players after the game saying they were pissed off about that first half. They really didn't like the execution. They said it wasn't the coaching, it wasn't the game plan, it was their faults. You know, it was the players' faults. They came in pissed off, and they went out in the second half and they played pissed off, and they really blew Washington off the ball, which I thought was a big point of emphasis for this team in the second half, and it really showed. And I think here today, a lot of people are going to take away stuff from the first half and the offensive line play and how sloppy it was, how poor the execution was. I think they build something here in the second half that they can really project forward into New York and beyond, both New York teams really, and beyond, and something that they can build on here moving forward.
And I asked Josh Gordon after the game, Evan, about the attitude and how much fun it is to play offense when you're running the football, and he says it's a lot of fun because you can see the confidence of everybody rising.
Yeah, I think that's definitely, you know, for offensive linemen, you want to be able to run the football. You want to be able to insert your will, and you want to be able to really get off the ball and knock some people out, right? And if you can't do that, then everything just seems really passive, and you just feel like you're getting leaned on constantly in pass protection. Now you go out there, you knock some heads, and you're able to move the ball forward, and you really start to develop an attitude similar to what we saw at the end of last year.
Second takeaway for me is the play of Dante Hightower and the defense. Spectacular, really, throughout the game. There was the one blown play where they allowed a 65-yard touchdown run by Steven Sims. 2 or 3 blown tackles. I think both McCourty brothers blew tackles and the miscommunication. They got together. I asked Evan McCourty about this after the game. After that one play, they got together on the sideline, made their corrections, and the rest of the game, it was Dante Hightower flying all over the field. The secondary played great again, and we came to see what Tom Brady called after the game, the strength of this team.
Yeah, I really think the biggest thing about that one play early on is that they didn't allow it to bury them, right? They didn't allow it to linger. They went right back out, and they shut Washington out the rest of the game. That's pretty big for a defense that gives up a big play like that to be able to come back. Bill Belichick, after the game, also mentioned that they were kind of prepared for the 4 wide receiver sets and some of the reverses that Washington was going to run, but they weren't even expecting them to run it this much, and that one kind of took them by surprise. So Belichick kind of wore that one as a coaching error more so than a player error, although there were plenty of mistakes on that one play. But to go back to Hightower, talking to him after the game, I think the biggest thing is that now that they have guys like Collins and Bentley and Roberts and KVN, it really unlocks him to move all around the formation. That's
play his natural position, really.
And he just really is able to move everywhere, play inside, play outside, play on the line of scrimmage, off the line of scrimmage. And I think at the end of the day, too, with him, a lot of it is instincts and just really great attention to detail and film study. He said on his sack that he knew what the play was before they snapped the ball. He said they motioned the running back into the backfield, and then when he saw the motion from the back, he knew it was either a run play or the pass play that they ended up running, and he knew that there wasn't going to be a receiver running into his part of the formation because he was man-to-man on the running back. So as soon as the running back stayed in pass protection, he just took off and called what's called a green dog blitz. When the running back stays in, you see the running back stay in, and you're man-to-man with the running back, you add to the rush automatically. That's what Hightower did, and he blew up the play.
This Patriots postgame report following a 33-7 victory over Washington here at FedEx Field, brought to you by the great folks at betonline.ag. Go to their website, our exclusive online sportsbook betting partners at CLNS. Go to betonline.ag and use that promo code CLNS50 for a 50% welcome bonus. All right, the final point we want to touch on real quick here, 2 tight ends. Yes, Patriot Nation, tight ends can still catch the ball in a Patriot offense, and we saw that from Ryan Izzo and Matt Lacoste on the first touchdown drive.
This is a beautiful drive. Really well
I know you
scripted
liked
by
it.
Josh McDaniels. I think the biggest thing is when you come out in those two tight end sets, the Patriots had only played 12 personnel 2 snaps in the first 4 games of the season. I don't care who you're playing. You playing another team, another defense, they're not going to prepare for something that you've only done twice in the first 4 games of the season. So they came out with those 2 tight end sets. Washington wasn't really ready for it, and they were able to throw the ball out of them to the tight ends. Another thing that I really like, you have those heavy personnel groupings on the field, and then you throw out of them instead of running the ball out of them, way less predictable. And they were able to move the ball down the field on the touchdown drive. In the second half, 18 out of Tom Brady's 22 snaps in the second half were in heavy personnel groupings, either with the fullback or 2 tight ends on the field. They went heavy. I know a big part of it was because Philip Dorsett got hurt, so they really didn't have 3 receivers to go with, but they went heavy and it really worked, so maybe that's something that they can continue to do moving forward.
What were your biggest takeaways, Patriots Nation, following a 33-7 victory over the Redskins? We want to hear your opinion. Leave us our comments right below on the CLNS YouTube page. Again, the final score here at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, the Patriots 33 and the Redskins 7. For Evan Lazar, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.